In a world where aliens have invaded and blown up the White House, one cocky pilot and one wacky IT worker are going to try to upload a virus to the alien mothership before it destroys the Earth. Okay, I've gotten us in. Now tell me again how this works. We've established a connection and a handshake with their alien computers. Now we just have to get the virus uploaded. And how does that work? Well, we've got to use a protocol to encapsulate the data and negotiate a... Okay, I'll explain using the TCP IP model because it's newer and easier to understand than the old OSI model. Right. The old OSI model had 3 stages for this stuff: session, presentation, and application. But the TCP IP has just one, the application layer. In the OSI model, the protocols being used, like Telnet, DNS, and FTP, really didn't correspond to any one of those separate layers. They were really handling 2, if not all 3 OSI layers at once. In the TCP IP model, it's simplified to just the one layer, since synchronizing the transmission and how to encapsulate the data happen a certain way depending on the protocol used by the application. So why break it down more than it needs to be? Does that make sense? Oh, hell no! Okay. What the application layer does is handle the exchange of data once the connection is negotiated by the previous layers. Depending on which protocol is selected, the data is packaged up for transmission in a certain way. The other computer needs to be told how to read it, and the way it'll be transmitted, and what programming language or algorithm is used to unpack it and decrypt it. As an example, if we're making a phone call to China, it's already been decided that we're going to converse via telephone and speak in Chinese in 30-second chunks by the earlier layers. The application layer is where we decide if we're going to speak Cantonese or Mandarin, which countries we're going to route the call through, and any security credentials we're going to require. With me so far? Oh, hell! Stop with the catchphrasing. The application layer is what end users like yourself see the most when you're using network programs. HTTP, the letters in front of most of the web pages you look at, is the protocol that handles how the files of the web page are sent to your computer. FTP is what's most often used to send files over a network. Remote Desktop Protocol is how you can log into your work computer from home, and that's also the application layer. Each of those sets up how the data being exchanged is to be packed and unpacked, what route it'll take to get there, and any passwords or encryption it'll need to use. Again, those were separated in the OSI layer, but they're combined in the TCP IP layer because it better reflects how the process actually functions. Some lesser-known protocols that work on this layer are things like DNS, to resolve the website name you typed in to get to the actual IP address the website uses, or the RIP, that routers use to dynamically send your data in the most efficient way possible to the destination. And that doesn't even get into email protocols like SMTP or older ones like Telnet. So how's that help us with the aliens? Right. Well, fortunately, we cracked their alphabet pretty early on, and they're so fantastically arrogant that they use password as their password, so security isn't an issue. I'm going to use the File Transfer Protocol, or FTP, to upload the virus, since it's simple and, I'd think, pretty universal. Eh? Yeah, I get it. But they're aliens. What happens if they have their own sets of protocols they use? Well, then this will fail and they'll blow up the... Crap.